outside. Your worries, your to-do list, your identities, your stories. Place them at the door. And they will wait for you. Nothing is more important than this moment. Become aware of your natural breath. Not controlling, just watching. The cool air entering and the warm air leaving you. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel the ground holding you completely. Imagine the roots growing from the soles of your feet deep into the earth. You are held, you are supported, you are safe. Now, slowly bring your awareness up to your ankles, to your calves, to your knees, to your thighs, releasing any tension you find. Hips, in your belly, in your back. Your chest, your shoulders. Feel your shoulders drop. The neck, the jaw, the face. Let the forehead become smooth like a palm leaf. Now, bring your palms gently. Placing them on your lap. Inside your heart, there is a space, a vast, silent, sacred space. In that space, visualize 1,000-petaled lotus, soft, pink, luminous, gently glowing.
Nithyananda, Kailasa welcomes you all to the Nityotsava celebrations. Puja, where we mirror our brains with the powerful neurological activity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the manifestation of Paramashiva. Here, in this auspicious moment of time, through this puja, we will access the higher vertical time zones. Let us now offer our heartfelt gratitude and devotion to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and all his deities in Kailasas around the world.
दृशावताराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपटाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरिः ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवच्छ्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवार्पणमस्तु।
as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, I bless you all with Paramatvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants, season 19 in Tiruvannamalai and Inibisa, Chitsabha members and Rajasabha members, Kailasa Vasis and e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessing. Today, I initiate all of you, all the PSS participants into Paramatvaita, manifesting all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas of Paramashiva and becoming Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva, direct message from Maha Kailasa. You are not a human being trying to reach me. You are me, already performing all 5 cosmic functions every single moment of your life. Listen. Listen, this series of quantum entanglement, quantum enlightenment, quantum manifestation satsang. I am revealing all the cosmic secrets. I am declassifying all the files of Kailasa intelligence agents, the cosmic secrets. Listen, there is no other tradition, religion which talks so detailed, precise, consistent about the cosmology and cosmic truths like Hinduism. Vaidika Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the greatest gift to the humanity because it reveals something extraordinary about cosmos, cosmic truths, and knowing that your very purpose and focus shifts and it is awakened. I tell you, even the amount of water I drink or the quantity of the salt gets added to my food, even those smallest decisions are taken from this highest cosmic truths. This is what I call absolute transformation. Understand, when you understand these cosmic truths, your life will go through the same transformation. And you will manifest everything you want and the space of Paramashiva. I'm repeating. Listen. You are not a human being trying to reach me. You are me. Already performing all five cosmic functions every single moment of your life. When you perform Panchakritya from the contracted Atma Tattva level, you experience individuality, separation, anxiety, grief. When that same Panchakritya shifts to Shiva Tattva, that perceived individuality dissolves completely into oneness, and you realize that same five cosmic functions happening at the macrocosmic scale of the universe are exactly what you are performing at the microcosmic scale of your daily life. When you understand this, the whole ball game completely, you will simply start performing Panchakritya at the macrocosmic scale itself. When you know whether you work with steel, beating it, tuning it, heating it, and shaping it, or you work with the gold, you are going to be spending same time, but the outcome is going to be different. Naturally, you will start working with the gold. As simple as this. When you know whether you do Panchakritya as the Atma level, Atma Tattva level, microcosmic, or at the Shivatva, Shiva Tattva level, macrocosmic, your effort is same, but the outcomes will be different. So naturally you will decide, let us be Shiva, let me operate from there and start operating from the macrocosmic scale itself. Please understand, Gahano Karmano Gatihi. Gita says very clearly. Parandama declares in Gita very clearly. Gahano Karmano Gatihi. Universe is designed with its innate tendency as continuous action. So, even at the level which you believe you are human, you are performing Panchakritya. Instead of doing the Panchakrityas, Panchakritya means creating, sustaining, rejuvenating, pulling out of delusion, liberating. Instead of doing it in the Atma Tattva level, in the microcosmic level, start doing it in macrocosmic level. That's all. Only the Guru operating permanently from Shiva Tattva bandwidth can make this shift happen in you. That is what is the job I am continuously doing. Listen. I am about to shatter the most fundamental illusion that keeps every human being trapped in unnecessary suffering. Every single person carries one deep assumption that feels so natural, so obvious, that they never question it even once. That assumption is this: Paramashiva is somewhere up there performing his great cosmic work, and I am down here, a small, limited human being, suffering through my limited life, trying somehow to reach him. This assumption is root of all spiritual seeking, all religious effort, all meditation practice, and all stupidity in your life, external or internal. And this assumption is completely, totally, fundamentally wrong. The truth is revolutionary, liberating, and available to you right now in this very moment. You are already performing all 5 of Paramashiva's cosmic functions: Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Prabhava, and Anugraha right now, without any gap, without any exception. Creation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion, liberation, you are doing right now without any gap, without any exception. Every single day you create thoughts, plans, relationships, new beginnings. That is Srishti. Cosmic creation operating through you. Every single day you maintain responsibilities, relationships, inner patterns. That is Sthiti. Cosmic preservation flowing through you. Every single day you dissolve, you end conversations, complete projects, let go of old patterns, old cells die. That is samhara, cosmic dissolution happening as you. Every single day you experience concealment, confusion, not knowing, and coming out of it. Pulling yourself out of it. That is Trobhava, the cosmic concealment working through you. Every single day there are moments of sudden clarity, breakthrough, unexpected grace. That is Anugraha, cosmic grace revealing itself as you. The question is not whether you are performing or not, that is sealed. You are performing it every moment is the truth. The only question that separates suffering from liberation is this: from which tattva bandwidth are you performing these cosmic functions? When you perform srishti from contracted Atma Tattva bandwidth, it becomes anxiety, fear-based planning, desperate overthinking. When Paramashiva performs srishti from pure Shuddha Vidya, Tattva bandwidth, it is effortless manifestation, divine blueprint, inspired creation. Same function, same cosmic intelligence, different bandwidth, completely different experience and different outcome. A small story. A musk deer searches desperately through the entire forest for the source of the most beautiful fragrance that fills the air everywhere around him. The deer runs from tree to tree, river to river, mountain to mountain, growing exhausted and confused, asking every animal he meets, have you seen the source of this divine fragrance that I smell everywhere? Every animal shakes their head in bewilderment. The deer runs for years, searching across entire kingdoms, growing old and exhausted in his relentless search for something that seems so close yet remains completely elusive. Finally, the deer collapses from the total exhaustion, and in that collapse, he accidentally touches his own navel and discovers the musk gland there, the very source of the fragrance that he spent his entire life desperately searching for outside himself. The fragrance had always been emanating from the deer himself, not from anywhere in the external world, but from his own navel. You are that musk deer exactly, and the Pancha Kritya you search for in distant temples, in complex scriptures, in cosmic realms far away. It's already broadcasting from within your own being through all 36 tattvas every single moment. I tell you, do not think your enmities are frozen, your enemies are frozen, your past actions are frozen, your anger was frozen, your wrong decisions are frozen. No. You can just rewrite all of it and shift from Atma Tattva to Shiva Tattva to Paramashiva Tattva. Understand how to shift your bandwidth. You must first understand the complete map of your cosmic architecture operating right now. What are tattvas? The word comes from Sanskrit tat, meaning that. Tattva means the essential nature of that reality. Tattva means the essential nature of that reality. Tattvas are not philosophical concepts. They are actual operational bandwidths of consciousness through which you experience reality every moment. As the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, Sadashiva Murti, Mugalinga Murti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannamalai and Guinea-Bissau, Chitsabha members, Rajasabha members, Kailasa Vasi, all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet, I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Volunteers in Guinea-Bissau, Tatata Shakti, volunteers in Tiruvannamalai Pratap, Rudra Bhairava, and Vignesh. Blessings for every one of you. Today, I initiate all the Paramashiva Sena participants of July month batch into Purnatva Diksha, completion and Swapurnatva, completion with the self. Paramashiva's direct message from Maha Kailasa. Time is Kali, eating experience into liberation. Every experience fully metabolized becomes Shakti. Every experience resisted becomes karma. You don't need to escape experiences. You need to let Kali eat them. Every experience deleted and rewritten is like cooking the karma into a tasty dish and giving so it's easily digested and metabolized. I'm repeating, listen. Because today's message is too important and too powerful. Time is Kali. Eating experience into liberation. Your every experience fully metabolized becomes Shakti. Every experience resisted becomes karma, not just ordinary, like how the Rakta Bijas, every drop blood creates one more Rakta Bija. Same way, the resisted karma, the pain, every time when it repeats, it becomes one more Rakta Bija. You don't need to escape experience. You need to let Kali eat them. Listen, Kali drinking every drop of Rakta Bija's blood has one more meaning in the spiritual level. Your every karma is like that Rakta Bija Asura. He goes on multiplying himself. Listen, like Rakta Bija. If you put an arrow on him, every drop falls. That will become, each drop becomes one more Rakta Bija Asura. Same way, listen. If you have the pain karma that you have been disrespected, that stays in you like a Rakta Bija, not only it stays alive in you every time, even if you expect there may be a disrespect, you repeat that disrespect happened to you at the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, you retell and create one more Rakta Bija. Even if somebody does not smile widely and show you the welcoming face, immediately your Rakta Bija gets hurt and the blood spills and every drop of blood becomes one more Rakta Bija. How many of you exactly understand? This is precisely happening in you day in and day out. The resisted karmas sit inside you like a Rakta Bija and you repeat that same story multiple times again and again and again. Don't you see one important truth? See, when you disrespect someone, abuse someone, misbehave with someone, you don't even remember that. You just forget it and you move, go ahead, move on with your life. But if someone disrespects you without even knowing, even without intention, you carry that so deeply, it stays in you so deeply, that person actually disrespected you only once, might have abused you only once, gave a bad word about you only once, threw a bad word against on you only once, but you repeat that million times. Just do a cognitive shift and see. Actually, those who threw a bad word on you, they forgot it and they are not even remembering it. But you go on remembering it, repeating it. Just like when you abuse somebody, you don't remember it, you go ahead, you move on with your life. They also move on with their life, but you go on carrying it. See the whole drama. when you actually try to complete with them and talk to them and tell, they don't even remember it. How many of you have discovered this in your life? Okay. Actually, the word they don't remember, that they have disrespected you, abused you, used a bad word on you, but you go on remembering and build Rakta Bija Sura with it and hurt yourself as much as you can. This is what I call it, living with enemy-less enemy. Listen, I can put it in some other way, living with enemy-less enmity. 99.999% of your enmity you carry is enemy-less enmity. Only 0.00001% of your enmity as enemy, the real person with intention, hurt you, hurting you, wanting to hurt you, all of that. 99.99999% of your enemy, the enemies you carry inside you, is enmity without enemy. Listen, that is why I am telling you, when you delete your every experience and rewrite, you are not lying to yourself, you are actually discovering the truth. Really, you don't have enemy. It is just somebody casually uttered something and you go on repeating 100,000 million times more than the intensity with which they threw, or the intention with which they threw. So when you delete and rewrite, you are cooking your bad karma into a tasty dish and giving, so it is easily digested and metabolized. Listen carefully. This is not poetry. This is not metaphor. This is the most precise surgical description of how consciousness actually operates. The most precise surgical description of how consciousness actually operates. Once you understand this, your entire relationship with the time, with the reality itself will never be the same. Today, I am going to reveal the exact truth and science behind one of the most important subjects in Paramashivam. Listen. In various scriptures like Kramastotra, Tantra Loka, Mahanaya Prakasha, Kali Kula Panchashataka, a very important subject is discussed about how pure awareness ideates itself as emission of experience. Today I am going to be decoding it directly from the Akashic records. Listen, Mahanaya Prakasha and Kali Kula Panchashataka. These are very important scriptures in Kramashaivism. I'll reveal some of the beautiful secrets. We spend our lives doing one of the two things, either running toward experiences we want to keep, chasing pleasure and security, or running away from experiences we don't want, fleeing pain and loss. We think this constant management and manipulation of experience is called living. But I tell you, this is not living. This is suffering with excellent marketing. Listen, the problem is not the experience. The problem is interruption of the experience. As I told, the pure awareness ideates itself as experience, but when you start interrupting with experience, when you interrupt an experience, you resist it, suppress it, cling to it. You freeze the natural digestive sequence of consciousness. Resisted, suppressed experiences only become asuras in you and pushed into your batala, and you start clinging to it. They get the power to pull you down. You freeze the natural digestive sequence of consciousness. The experience gets stuck in your awareness, fermenting and generating karma. Listen, I am redefining karma. Listen, karma is simply undigested experience. It is not some cosmic punishment. It is simply undigested experience. It is food that has not been fully assimilated. It sits there fermenting, creating toxins in the system of consciousness. But when you allow the experience to complete its natural arc, when you let Kali eat it and digest it, the experience becomes fuel, becomes Shakti. Shakti becomes very energy of liberation. Let me tell you a small story. A king once had a beautiful garden. One day, he noticed that every time fruit fell from the trees and remained on the ground, it would rot and stink. The garden became unbearable. So he ordered his servants to catch the fruit before it fell, to prevent any fruit from ever touching the ground. For days they stood with nets, catching every falling fruit, but soon the tree stopped bearing fruit altogether. The garden became barren. A wise gardener came and said, "O king, the fruit must fall to the ground, it must rot. That rotting is not death, it is how the tree receives its nourishment. The fruit returns to the soil, and the soil gives life to the next harvest. If you prevent the falling, you prevent the cycle of life itself." Your experiences are like those fruits. You catch them before they can fall into the digestive fire of consciousness. You hold on to pleasure. You push away pain. You interrupt the natural digestion. And then you wonder why your garden of consciousness has become barren. ध्यान से सुनिए, प्रत्येक अनुभव या तो कर्म बंधन बनता है अथवा मुक्ति का साधन। यह इस बात पर निर्भर करता है कि उसे प्रतिरोध किया गया है या मां काली को समर्पित किया गया है। Listen. I am going to reveal 5 important truths directly from Akashic records to you today. The first truth, the paradox of resistance, means every experience fully metabolized becomes Shakti. Every experience resisted becomes karma. When you resist, you freeze the karma sequence mid-flow. The experience gets stuck. This is karma. When you allow complete digestion, experience itself becomes Shakti, and when you delete your past and recreate it, you are cooking your karmas so it gets easily digested and metabolized. This truth, Arunagiri Yogeshwara himself revealed to me directly through a very sweet incident. He made me convert physical pain into intense power, Shakti. You can all watch this video and listen into exact truth right now. Listen. I was helping the Shivacharyas in the Narunachaleshwara temple to light the lamp for the earth. The camphor mixed with oil burning. Fell on my finger and got burned. Then I ran to Arunagiri Yogeshwara and I just held that finger and said, the fire burns is because the lesson we learned that fire will burn, not by the existence fire will burn. One fortunate thing in my life was I never had my own logic away from Arunagiri Yogeshwara. I was so much in love with him. It's that I was just drinking his words literally. Then he got a little camphor and he held that finger which got burnt with his hand and asked me to touch the camphor with other hand. And he held my hand continuously. Slowly I could see from my stomach the fire spreading all over my body. The heat was increasing. But it was such intense, pleasant experience and pleasure from inside. And temperature went to the extreme. The camphor which was touched by my other hand just lit up, but no pain. I realized even the so-called fundamental experience, like fire burns, is because you learned that way. Even the fundamental experiences of the pain is when you resist, when you do not allow digestion. The second truth, time is not your enemy. Time is Kali eating your experience into liberation. Time is Kali eating into your experience, eating experience into liberation. What you call aging is Kali's compassion, pulling down your fake identities, grinding ego into fertilizer for enlightenment. Listen carefully. When you align with the time, Kali, every day becomes lighter. When you fight time, every day feels like punishment. Third truth, the void, Avyakta, is pregnant with possibility. Emptiness emerges from the Avyakta that swallows it. The void is not dead nothingness. It's a womb of everything. Hinduism, Vaidika Sanatana Hinduism describes this Avyakta as flowing into emptiness, generating emptiness, consuming emptiness. What I am teaching you is not nihilism, but ultimate optimism. Even emptiness is pregnant with possibility. Purnamata, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyati. From whole, only whole comes out. Even when whole comes out, the whole remains as whole. When the whole goes back into the whole, whole remains as whole. The fourth truth. Death is the beginning. Death is the beginning. For the Hindu rishis, pure consciousness is eternal life. The Kalagni, the fire of time, is where false identities burn so true self can be born. Every pattern's death, whether it is jealousy, fear, greed, insecurity, is the beginning of new possibility. Deleting your past and recreating your past is the death of your patterns and birth of your powers and possibility. Listen. The fifth truth. You are already running all phases. PHASS. Phases. For every perception. The only change needed, do it conscious, not unconscious. Stop interrupting time, Kala, the flow of Kali with fear and resistance. Stop interrupting time, Kala, the flow of Kali with fear and resistance. Listen. This is the essence of these 5 important truths. Stop interrupting time, Kala, the flow of Kali with fear and resistance. Yesterday was only one of my sannyasi asked me, Swamiji, I feel more connected to Kali. Is it okay? I said Kala and Kali is one and the same. They are not two different. When it is patriarchal society, they describe it as Kala. When it is the mother-centered Shakta society, they describe it as Kali. Shakta Sampradayas call it as Kali. So listen. The word Kala or Kali may be two different, but both are one and the same. It is just, if you are reading the literatures generated by the patriarchal society, they use the word Kala, and if it is matriarchal society, they use the word Kali. That's all. The time, flow of time is Kali. Stop interrupting time with fear and resistance. Let me tell you a small story. A caterpillar was crawling on a leaf and a moth flew past. The caterpillar said, "Oh, how beautiful you are. I wish I could fly like you." The moth said, "You will." The caterpillar said, "When?" The moth said, when you die. The caterpillar said, I don't want to die. The moth said, the caterpillar must die for the butterfly to be born. Your death is not your end, it is your beginning. Your false self is the caterpillar. It crawls, it eats, it lives in fear of birds and predators. But when it dies, the butterfly emerges. The butterfly does not remember being a caterpillar, and yet the butterfly is the fulfillment of the caterpillar. Now, I'm going to lead you step by step into each of these truths I reveal. Today is going to be very powerful satsang. So get ready, be fresh and alive. You can get coffee, tea, hot chocolate or anything you need. Sit comfortably, because what I am going to reveal today is directly going to take you beyond time. One of the biggest delusions that the modern society, the Gen Z, I can say even the Gen Alpha is stuck in, is the feeling that time is enemy. Listen. This is one of the biggest delusions that the modern society, the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, I can say even the Gen Alpha, is stuck in, is the feeling that time is enemy. Today's generation is stuck in this myth. This whole hustlers culture, the fire trend, financially independent and retire early, it's all about racing against time. It creates so much hatred and resistance towards that flow of time and life. You falsely think time takes everything away, your youth, your health, loved ones, that feeling of certainty. No. So you develop visceral fear of time, trying to freeze moments, photographing sunsets instead of watching them, recording concerts instead of hearing them. Even now, in this very satsang, many people think, oh, let me record the whole satsang. Let me mark the YouTube title, mark the satsang title, so I will watch it later on. But how many of you have ever watched second time the satsang delivered earlier? No, none. You are busy preserving experience that you never actually have the experience. You are so busy preserving experience that you never actually have the experience. I am revealing the most important truth. Listen. Kala. Time is not separate from Kali. Time Kali, the force moving through every moment and dissolving every experience, taking everything away. That is not your enemy. That is Maha Kali herself in the act of digestion. Kali is the power of deleting and recreating your past. Time is not taking things away from you. Time is digesting them into Shakti. Every moment present, every moment that present becomes past, it is being metabolized by Kali. Every loss is a completed digestion. Every recreation of the past is liberation. I will give you a simple example. When you eat an apple, does it die? In one sense, yes. It ceases being an apple. But you can't say it is dead. It becomes you. Your blood, your energy, your capacity to think, your capacity to move. The apple was transformed into something higher. This is exactly what Kali does with your experience. Modern cosmology tells that 68% of the universe is dark energy. Listen. Modern cosmology tells that 68% of the universe is dark energy. An invisible force causing accelerating cosmic expansion. Dark energy does not interact with matter or light deductively. It simply expands continuously, relentlessly in all directions. Scientists define it as vacuum energy of the cosmos driving expansion. This precisely matches what Abhinavagupta described as Kali's emission power thousands of years ago in his Kramastotra. The universe continuously expands into experience driven by invisible force that science cannot fully explain, but Krama Shaivism described perfectly thousands of years ago. Small story. A man terrified of death asked a sage, "How do I conquer fear of death?" The sage said, "Simple. Die before you die." The man was confused. What? That makes no sense. He complained. The sage smiled and replied, "Even you fearing something that has not happened yet does not make sense, but you do it daily anyways. So understand, dying before dying is what I am going to teach you today. The Krama Shaivism describes 12 Kalis. Srishti Kali, Rakta Kali, Stitinasha Kali, Yamak Kali, Samhara Kali, Mrityu Kali, Rudra Kali, Martanda Kali, Paramarka Kali, Kalagni Rudra Kali, Mahakali, Mahabhairava Ahora Kali. Listen, 12 Kalis. I'll repeat. Srishti Kali, Rakta Kali, Stitinasha Kali, Yamak Kali, Samhara Kali, Mrityu Kali, Rudra Kali, Martanda Kali, Paramarka Kali, Kalagni Rudra Kali, Mahakali, Mahabhairava Ahora Kali. These 12 manifestations of Kali represents 12 phases of consciousness digesting into experience. Hmm? Listen, these 12 manifestations of Kali represents 12 phases of consciousness digesting experience. Every single time you perceive anything, a part, a person, a thought, an emotion, your consciousness moves through 12 phases automatically. The 12 Kalis are the 12 movements of any one cognition. For example, when you perceive a part, the sensation travels from your thought to the part and back again. This entire arc is the 12 Kalis in action. You are already doing this with every cognition. Already doing this with every cognition. When you see the room around you or feel an emotion or have a thought, consciousness automatically moves through all 12 phases. The question is not whether you are doing it, but whether you are conscious of it. Listen. Experience has three aspects. Prameya, the known pramana. listen, prameya, the known. You need to understand this whole thing. Listen carefully. Every experience has three aspects. Prameya, the known, pramana, the act of knowing, and pramatra, the knower. Listen, prameya, the known, pramana, the act of knowing, and pramatra, the knower. All the 12 moments of cognition function within this framework. The 12 Kalis organized into three groups of four, three categories, mapping the fundamental components of knowing. I will reveal now. I'm going to now describe to you the 12 functions of Kali, the 12 movements of your cognition. Listen. First is Srishti Kali. First flash of awareness meeting experience. This is the raw contact before interpretation. Like the meal appears on the plate. The Kramastotra describes each of the Kalis beautifully. Srishti Kali, Kaularnava, Ananda, Gana, Urmi, Rupam, Unmesha, Mesha, Ubaya Bajam, Andaha, Niliyate, Nilapula, Alayeya, Tam Srishti Kali, Sadatam Namami. Listen. I eternally bow to Srishti Kali, who is the dense wave of form of the blissful Kaula ocean, in whom both emergence and dissolution abide, and who dissolves into the abode of blue Pula. Understand, in Hindu cosmology, Abhyakta, the unmanifest, is described as the primordial state from which all creations emerges. All creation emerges. It is not dead emptiness. It's a plenum, a fullness pregnant with all potential. The Nasadiya Sukta of Rigveda describes this state as neither existence nor non-existence. A paradoxical fullness that is beyond both. What science understands as quantum vacuum and quantum fluctuations is exactly this. It is not empty, it is pregnant with potential. Virtual particles constantly arise from it and dissolve back into it. Listen. The quantum fluctuations are defined in quantum physics as temporary changes in the amount of energy in a point in space arising from Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. According to quantum mechanics, energy can borrow from the vacuum for a very short time, creating pairs of virtual particles that pop into existence and annihilate each other almost instantly. The vacuum is not empty, it is seething sea of activity. I'll give you an example. Imagine you are looking at a completely still ocean from an airplane. It looks flat, calm, empty. But if you look very closely, you see countless tiny waves, bubbles, and movements constantly arising and disappearing. This is what the quantum vacuum is like. It looks like nothing, but it is actually full of constant, microscopic activity. Particles appear and disappear so quickly that they seem to violate nothing. They are virtual particles. This constant activity is called zero-point energy. The energy that remains even at absolute zero temperature. This is Srishti Kali in action. The first flash of creation. She is the impulse of consciousness. To manifest, she ideates herself, as an emission of experience. Just as the quantum vacuum gives birth to particles, Kali gives birth to perception. The void is not dead. The void is alive. The void is Kali, the goddess who contains all potential within herself. She is the cosmic womb from which all creation springs forth and into which all creation dissolves. The next is Rakta Kali. Now the experience is charged with vitality and emotional color. You become passionate towards the object. Rakta Kali is described as drinking from the goblet of the senses. She savors the world during a pause in dissolution. Think of it like a digestive fire ignites, begins breakdown. This is where experience becomes interesting. It gains valence. You are now engaged with the experience. Listen about the Raktakali. Mahavinoda Arpita Matru Chakra Virendra Shrik Rasa Bana Saktam Raktikritam Cha Pralaya Atyayedam Namami Vishwa Akriti Raktakali. It means, I bow to Raktakali, whose universal form is reddened, who delights in the circle of mothers, and who drinks the essence of heroic blood even at the end of dissolution. Next is Sthiti Nashakali. This space maintains experience in awareness for processing. She reabsorbs the object and starts to internalize it. Think of it as the steady heat that cooks thoroughly. This is where past experience is sustained in non-reactive presence. The Kramastotra describes her as the verse L, the Sthitinasakali, Vajitvaya Svikritavada Chakra Prakranta Shankata Gama Agamastam Suchiyaya Astangamida Arsishadam Shantam Namami Sthiti Nasakalim. Sthiti Nasakalim. It means, I bow to the peaceful Sthiti Nasakali, who abides in the clash and movement of vital winds, and whose pure flame causes all stability to set. Next is Yamakali. This space is where accurate assessment happens without ego distortion. Here is where you can clearly see experiences, true weight and significance. Sarva Artha Sangarshana Samyamasya Yamasya Yanduhu Jahataha Yamaya Vabu Mahakrasa Vilasa Ragat Sankarshayantim Pranamami Kalim. It means, I bow to Yamakali, who draws all things into restraint, who governs the universe through supreme absorption, and who delights in the great act of devouring. You can equate this to the enzymatic breakdown into components in the process of digestion. The process of digestion, how the enzymatic breakdown happens, enzymatic breakdown into components in the process of digestion. All the above four manifestations of Kali happens in the pace of prameya, means where the seen or the observed is experienced. Prameya. The next four manifestations of Kali happens in the pramana phase, means where the observing or seeing happens. Samhara Kali in this phase begins with the drawal of experience back into awareness, dissolution of apparent solidity and separateness. You can think of it like the absorption phase in digestion. Unmani, Ananta, Nihila Arthagarbha, Ya Bhava Samhara Nimesham Eti, Sada Udita Satya, Udayaya, Sunyam, Samhara Kalim, Muditam Namami. It means, I joyfully bow down to Samhara Kali, infinite in the transcendent mind state, who contains all the realities within herself and dissolves all becoming in but a moment. Listen. I joyfully bow to Samhara Kali, infinite in transcendent mind state, who contains all realities within herself and dissolves all becoming in but a moment. The next comes Mrityu Kali. Here is where the complete ending of experience as separate object happens. You become ready to let experience completely die. The total breakdown of original form happens here. Mama iti ahankara kala kalaba visvara harsha uttata garva mrityuhu krastaha yaya kasmara samvidam tam namami akala udita mrityukalim. I bow to Mrityukali, who devours the death born of egoity, pride, and possessiveness, and who arises beyond time itself. The next is Rudrakali. She is also referred variably as Bhadrakali. Here the ferocious conversion of broken down material into pure Shakti happens. She is described as the one who perceives a subtle impression left over from the perception, pure consciousness, and then devours that subtle impression. You can think of it as the metabolic fire of digestion being at maximum intensity. Vishwam Mahakalpa Viramakalpa Bhavanta Bhima Pragudi Pramantya Ya Asnati Ananta Prabha Arshisadam Namami Bhadram Subhabhadrakalim. Means, I bow to auspicious Bhadrakali, whose terrifying brow ends the cycles of becoming and whose infinite radiance consumes the universe. Next is Martanda Kali. Here the transformed experience becomes illuminating insight. Here is where you start gaining knowledge or learning from every experience. The Shakti becomes pure light. You experience tremendous clarity and expanded awareness. Think of it as the nutrient distribution throughout the system. Next is Martanda Kali. Martandam Abhida Padanga Chakram Padangavat Kala Kala Indanaya Karodiya Vishwarasa Antakam Tam Martanda Kalim Satatam Pranaomi. It means I constantly bow to Martanda Kali, who consumes the solar orb itself and reduces the essence of the universe into the fuel of time. So understand, now I have described till now 8 manifestations among the 12. The other 4 and the process. I have a beautiful process to give you all the experience of time. All of that I'll do in further satsangs. I really want all of you to watch this satsang once more, so you understand fully, you are ready for the next phase and the process. Please listen to this satsang once more and come back for tomorrow's satsang. So understand, today I have 2 great digital gifts from Kailasa for all of you. First is the Formless in Form digital book, and second is Bhairava Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings to every one of you. Blessings to every one of you. Blessings.
Sutra 92, Dharma 69, where Paramashivam says, Vyomakaram svamatmanam Dhyaye digviralavritam Nirashaya chiti shakti Swarupam darshaye tada. The meaning goes, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, concentrate and cognize with restful awareness on oneself in the form of vast etheric space of sky Vyomaka, which is limitless in any direction whatsoever. Thus, the Chitif Shakti, the power of consciousness, free from all support, reveals a manifest person as a form of one essential nature. And next is the Amta Pramana, which is taken from the Mahabharata. In Hindu Purana Mahabharata, the whole war, the sacred scripture of the Gita, is narrated to the blind king Rashtra by his trusted chariot Sanjaya. Sanjaya is initiated into the third eye problem of Dura Drishti and Dura Shruti, the power of hearing remote distance. It is through Sanjaya's initiative that humanity has the sacred scripture of the Gita. And the next is the Atma Pramana, Swamiji's own experience on Narayana Swami Tata was one of Swamiji's gurus, who was well known in Tiruvannamale to see the remote distances at peace. So, sorry for the technical glitch. So, Narayan Swami Tata was known in Tiruvannamale to see remote distances at peace. So, what he used to do, he had a mirror with him and used to apply a sacred face called Jnananjali, which is energized, so that you apply, and then you see in what any questions anyone asks, that mirror will reply. The mirror will show the answer for the question. So one day, a senior police officer came to Narayan Swami Tata to seeking help to find a thief whom they were searching for the last 1 week. Narayan Swami Tata turned towards SPH and asked him to see the whereabouts of the mirror with the Jnananjana applied and show the police officer. The Supreme Court of Hinduism not only saw the whereabouts of the thief in the mirror, but also showed the same to the police officer, after which thief was called in the same location as seen by Swamiji. And now, with that said, we are entering into a round of power manifestation. Okay. So now, for all the viewers and all the participants, I'm going to be projecting a house for all of you. Through the third eye, all of you are going to be scanning and revealing the description of this house. So you can scan the kitchen, the bedroom, and the living room of this house. So now I have projected a house for all of you. So the address of this house is 8806 St. Shelby Township, and it's in Minnesota. So now I requesting all of you to please connect the Swamiji with the chant the Mahavakya. Ask Swamiji to reveal the details of this house. So what you're going to be scanning, all the viewers, all the participants, and all the members of Kailasa's Parliament, the Rajya Sabha members and the Chittagong members, you're going to be scanning the color, the materials, and the description of this. For example, in the kitchen, what's the material of the cabinets, how does it look, and where is it placed, what kind of kitchen is it, an L shape or a galley shape. Okay. So you're going to be asking this detail to Swamiji. So let's get started. Requesting all of you now to please connect with Swamiji. Remember Swamiji in the third eye. Just remember the powerful cognition that Swamiji gave to you. That time is gone. Any experience which is suitabilized, it becomes a Shakti. Any experience, if this is effective, becomes a karma. Whatever powerful cognition click with, just remember that. And now, intensely, let's all start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Paramashivam.
Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Brahman is not dead. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Brahman is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivam.
Please relax yourself. Please relax yourself. Now, I request all the viewers and all the participants to please post in live comment section what is it Swamiji revealed to you about this house. If you saw a particular sector of this house also, it's fine. For example, if you saw only the kitchen, or you saw only the bedroom, or you saw only the living room, it's fine. Or if you saw everything, it's fine. Okay? So I can request all the viewers and all the participants, please post in live comment section what is it that Swamiji revealed for all of you through the third eye. Yes? Yes, all the participants here in Kailasa Guinea-Bissau, all of you can share your answers. What is it that Swamiji revealed to you? Yes, go ahead, ma'am. So as soon as you enter the door is the kitchen. The appliances on the side of the wall. Okay. Anyone else would like to share? Anyone? In Kailasa Thiruvannamalai, all of you also can share. Whatever Swamiji revealed to you, you also can share. Anyone else want to share in Guinea-Bissau? Male side, anyone? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Okay. So let's now see the answers. Want to share something? What? Okay. Okay. So let's now verify the answers for all the participants. Okay. So this is what this is the house. Okay. So the first is the kitchen. The kitchen is an L-shaped kitchen. The walls are gray. The cabinets and refrigerators are white. And the countertop is gray marble. And the floor is on the floor there is a black mat. And it's a light brown wooden floor. Okay, so that's the kitchen. Now this is the living room of this house. So the living room has no furniture and it's in gray, white, minimalistic style. So it's like gray in the walls and the ceiling is white in color. There are two large floor to ceiling glass windows with a grey plaid curtains. So you can see it hanging on the side. And the floor is brown natural wooden color. And you can see there's two doors. So one door is black in color and the other door is white. So this is the living room of this house. And the bedroom of this house has no furniture again, and it's in gray and white minimalistic style. The curtains are blue and white fabric, and the flooring is brown natural. So this is the description of this house. Okay. So let's all do one more round of this power. I'm going to be projecting an image for all of you once again. So now I'm going to be projecting a house for all the participants. So requesting all of you now to please scan. Ask Swamiji to reveal the living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom of this house. Okay. So this house is in 5909 Luke Street, Austin, Texas. Okay. So let's get started. Let's all connect to Swamiji. There was Swamiji Ritodai. So I'll chant the Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivam Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam
Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes. So now I request all the viewers and all the participants to please reveal what is it that Swamiji revealed for all of you. What's the color. You know, what's the living room and what is the what's the kitchen, description of the kitchen, and the bedroom of this house. Is anyone in Kailasa Universal like to share? Yes, we want to share.
Not much. Just, I saw a lot of light in the house. It had like orange or yellow colors, happy colors, and good colors. That's
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else want to share? Okay, so now we'll be revealing the answers for all the participants. Let's see the living room first, okay? So this is the living room of this house. Sorry, that's the kitchen. Sorry, the kitchen. The kitchen is an L shape and is separated from the living room by a white color island. So it's an L shape plus an island kitchen. The cabinets are in natural wooden color and the stove is black in color. So you can see the cabinets are wooden over here and there's a fridge and the stove is black. Now let's see the living room. The living room, this is the living room. So behind the black leather sofa in the living room is a full wall of glass doors. Next to the sofa, there are two black minimalistic side tables. And there is a white leather lounge or lounge chair with a footstool. And there's an animal portrait hanging on the wall. And on the wall, next to the staircase, there is a built-in cabinets. So there's built-in white cabinets, and the walls of the living room is gray color. And the TV table in which the TV is standing on is a wooden table. So now this is the bedroom. The bedroom of this house is gray and white minimalistic style. The floor is brown marble color. There's a tree animal portraits hanging on the wall above the headboard, and there is a mirror on the other wall. And then you can see this white stool next to the bed, and the theme um, of this room is gray and white color. So this is the answer for this house. Okay. So with that, that was very beautiful. Okay. So let's now do one more round of this power. So now I'm going to be projecting in the house for all the participants. Just ask Swamiji to repeat. This time, let's be a little specific, okay? I'm going to be asking all of you to please scan the living room of this house, okay? The living room of this house, I request all the participants to scan. So this house is located at 8913 Mount Barrett Drive, Austin, Texas. Okay. So let's all chant the Mahavakya. Remember Swamiji to third eye. Ask Swamiji to reveal the description of the living room of this house.
Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay. Now, please relax yourself. And I request all the viewers and all the participants to please reveal the living room of this house. All the viewers, requesting all of you please go ahead, post in the live chat section what your Swamiji has revealed to you. Is anyone, any of the participants who would like to share? This one? White sofa, TV. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So let me reveal the answers for all of you. So, yes, so this is the living room of this house. Okay? So you can see over here, the room is in white minimalistic style with a blue rug. And there is a white leather two-seater sofa and a grey pattern armchair and a grey leather sofa with a footstool. And there is also an artistic fireplace. So this is the living room, and right behind it you can see this dining table, and it's like you can see this nice glass windows. So and there's like there is a wooden table. Yes, there is a wooden table over here. There's plants. So yeah, so this is the living room of this house. That's beautiful. So now that was very beautiful around the manifestation all of us had right after the darshan. So now I would like to invite all the viewers, all the devotees, all the Rajya Sabha members, all the Jit Sabha members, those of you watching us live right now across various different platforms of Kailasa. I would like to invite all of you for the upcoming Guru Purnima celebration, which is happening 29th of July. This is the only day where we get to offer our gratitude at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Point of Hinduism for all the best things that He has showered in our life. This is the only day where we can offer our gratitude and respects to it. And also, upcoming, we also have the Paramashivam program, which is starting at the 1st of August. So, do come join the UAN summit, which is happening in Kailasa Tiruvannamale and in Kailasa Guinea-Bissau. So with this, I would like to thank all the viewers and all the participants and all the Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, those who are logged in for the live darshan of Swamiji. Let's all offer gratitude at the Divine Lotus feet of Swamiji and conclude with the Puna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
process once you have joined.
I would recommend this to anyone who wants to make a big shift in his life, a big change. Not even just like growth, but for personal transformation and breakthroughs, because this program just brings you to the next level.
If anybody is just tired of being tired and wants to do something new in his life, I encourage you to come and try PSS. Make it happen for your life. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna do it for yourself.
When I arrived here, I was in a very, very dark space, very pessimistic, but now there's this love inside of me, there's this joy inside of me, and the belief systems are changing, so all of a sudden opportunities are everywhere.
I've been learning the yoga from other sources previously, but the Swamiji's yoga is the only place from authentic source. Is really, really different. Also enjoying the pure vegetarian, organic, sattvic foods.
This special yoga makes my body more flexible, and Swamiji is teaching me what is intensity, what is integrity, and what is discipline.
Before coming, I twisted my left wrist during basketball game, and I barely can use my left hand. After few training, my hand can sustain my body weight, and now everything looks normal for my left hand.
Starting early in the morning with some yoga to move the body, then puja to move the spirit, then these talks that really dive into my subconscious mind to really get into these root patterns of my life and to really release that emotional charge once and for all from my being. In day 28, I am complete.
I think the biggest breakthroughs for me were like completion with my social circle, like my parents and relationships. So I really felt
Nithyananda, we welcome all of you for today's Rudra Homa offering. We request all the participants and viewers who are with us to please be seated with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Remember Swamiji in your inner space as we now begin with the Sadguru Vandana. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasatrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvati Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let us now begin with the Sankalpa. We request all the participants, viewers and everyone who is with us, please be seated with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Remember Swamiji in your Ananda Bandha. Be seated with your hands in the Sankalpa Mudra, clasping the right hand over the left hand and place it on the right thigh. Om Mamopata Samasta Duridakshaya Dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shupaditau Kaibo Monikashi Nam Yaha Feng Yingli Nam Yaha Kai Weishi Namadheyasya Zhu Fengshi Namadheyasya Xiang Yu Zhao Namadheyasya Tyler Shi Zhao Namadheyasya Shun Lei Zhao Namadheyasya Kai Yanshi Nam Yaha Sakutumbasya Manase Psita Sakala Satabhishta Kamyartha Siddhyartham Shri Sarvadeva Devi Sarupa Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paripurna Kripa Kataksha Siddhyartham Guru Mantra Samanvita Rudra Havanakhya Karma Acharya Mukhena Karishye Om Apaupasprisya. Will now perform the Sankalpa for all the Yajamans who offered the Guru Dakshina as a part of today's Rudra Homa. Om Mamopata Samasta Duridakshaya Dvara भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ लिu लिंग नाम यह मेई शें शियोंग नाम यह टिंग टिंग जेंग जेंग नाम यह री वे झाओ नामधेयस्य छेंग बो शु नामधेयस्य बोल यांग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य युन वे नाम यह qiao होंग फ्योंग नाम यह yin jingsu नाम यह वांग छिंग शेन नाम यह यू लू हुआंग नाम यह जुन वू लिu नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य वो जुन शु नामधेयस्य जुन हेंग शु नामधेयस्य सान पू वांग नामधेयस्य लिन छिन हु नाम यह मिन झांग नाम यह छिन वे तांग नाम यह सकुटुम्बस्य तिंग लू नाम यह जुन लू नामधेयस्य छिंग शेंग नाम यह qiao रोंग मा नाम यह यांग छांग नाम यह हाउ जियाओ नामधेयस्य बिंग जी बिंग दी ली नामधेयस्य वे कांग हुआंग नामधेयस्य जुन ली छिंग नाम जुन ली छिंग शी नामधेयस्य वांग छिन यांग नाम यह ज्वान छुंशु नामधेयस्य सुम सन नामधेयस्य qian yang नामधेयस्य ली zhen chen नाम यह सकुटुम्बस्य जिन हाउ नाम यह सी ची डी नामधेयस्य सु म्याओ हाउ नाम यह छिन वांग नाम यह हाउ जी डी नामधेयस्य जी शेंग हाउ नामधेयस्य zhang qing ye नामधेयस्य kai chia di नाम यह guo long zhang नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य tan he bin नाम यह zhang gong vi नामधेयस्य zhang yu qiang नाम यह tan chuang ming नामधेयस्य zhou hua ying नाम यह zhang yu lin नामधेयस्य gu shi hua नाम यह zhou hai नामधेयस्य zhou qing ling नाम यह तान छिन युन नाम यह ली कुंछन नाम यह शु शेंग वांग नामधेयस्य एंड्रियस जिंगमिंग वांग नामधेयस्य छेन वांग नाम यह सकुटुम्बस्य झाओ जी वे नामधेयस्य झाओ लाइफा नामधेयस्य छियन छिन ये नाम यह झाओ मे जेंग नाम यह छियन छिन जी नाम यह ली शी qiang नाम यह सकुटुम्बस्य लिu लिंग नाम यह लिu युनजु नाम यह zheng yi shuang नाम यह chang weng नाम यह हुआन याओ जू नामधेयस्य लेक्सी मुनि नाम यह ली कुंचन नाम यह शु शिंग वांग नामधेयस्य एंड्रियस जिंगमिंग वांग नामधेयस्य छिंग वांग नाम यह सकुटुम्बस्य दान लीलाई नाम यह बो यू जाओ नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य शी तिन वान नाम यह जिंग बिंग वांग नामधेयस्य लाई जियान नाम यह पान वू नाम यह समीर डिगल नामधेयस्य जी हान वान नाम यह रु जी वान नाम यह xiao ली नाम यह तारा xiao विदर्भक नाम यह xiao जी जुन नामधेयस्य चाई शी ई नाम यह xiao फे नामधेयस्य महमूद रजा विदर्भक्त नामधेयस्य xiao बैंग ई नामधेयस्य xiao जिंगशेंग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य जिंग यान हुई नाम यह जिंग योंग होंग नाम यह मेंग xiang लोंग नामधेयस्य मेंग लिंगदा नामधेयस्य लिu रुओ गो नाम यह सकुटुम्बस्य मा मंगल प्रेमिणी ली यी नाम यह ली यू फेंग नामधेयस्य ली शाओ फेंग नाम यह ली युवांशुवो नामधेयस्य ली शाओनिंग नामधेयस्य ली त्यांग नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य छिन् chen नामधेयस्य येंग निंग नाम्याः येंग फुगो नामधेयस्य ली कीहांग नामधेयस्य ली ही श्वांग नाम्याः ली ही छी नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य येंग शु Zheng Shu Zhen Namyaha, Jiang Shi Mo Namyaha, Jiang Shi Yun Namyaha, Jian Huang Yi Namadheyasya, Jian Ling Qiang Namadheyasya, Qiang Zhen Di Namyaha, Zheng Shu Juan Namyaha, Sakudumbasya, Jiang Shi Mo Namyaha, Zheng Ling Gui Namadheyasya, Luo Lan Ying Namyaha, Zheng Dejing Namadheyasya, Liu Hui Namyaha, Zheng Yiping Namyaha, Sakutumbasya, Natalie Bok Kwak Namyaha, Thomas Devoy Namadheyasya, Christina Cook Namyaha, Christian Jesus Namadheyasya, Connor Cook Namadheyasya, Shivana Cook Namyaha, Ron Cook Namadheyasya, Adam Devoy Namadheyasya, Matthew Devoy Namadheyasya, Amy Rafa Namyaha, Michael Devoy Namyaha, Anna Barrett Namyaha, Gary Barrett Namadheyasya, Sakutumbasya, Li Yun Liu Namyaha, Chiu Lanji Namyaha, Li Yan Liu Namyaha, Liu Bao Chuang Namadheyasya, Liu Bao Jiang Namadheyasya, Liu Chang Chin Namadheyasya, Liu Chang Lin Namadheyasya, Ting Ting Wang Namyaha, Ming Wang Namyaha, Tang Li Yuan Namadheyasya, Sakutumbasya cha Manase Ptita Sakala Satabhishtakamyartha Siddhyartam Sarvadevadevi Surupa Bhagavatshi Nithyananda Paramashiva Paripurna Kripa Kataksha Siddhyartam गुरुमंत्र समन्वित रुद्र हवनाख्ये कर्मणि गुरुदक्षिणां संप्रददे ओमपगुपस्पृश्य We will now begin with the procedure, the ritual of the Agnigarya Vidhi, through which we invoke the presence of Paramashiva within the sacred fire. ॐ गं गणपत्यासनाय नमः। ॐ गं गणपतिमूर्तये नमः। ॐ एकदन्तं शूर्पकर्णं गजवक्त्रं महोदरं पाशाङ्कुशधरं देवं ध्यायेत् सिद्धिविनायकम्। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। श्रीमहागणपतिं ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। इत्यावाहन स्थापन सन्निधान सन्निरोधन दिग्बन्धन अवगुण्ठन तालत्रय धेनु पाश अंकुश नमस्कारमुद्राः प्रदर्श्य। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं ग्लौं गं गणपतये वरवरदः सर्वजनं मे वशमानय स्वाहा। We now invoke the presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, within the sacred fire. ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दासनाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दासनाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दमूर्तये नमः। सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदनेक्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेत् शिरसि हंसकं तदपि मानपूर्वं गुरुम्। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दाय नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। इत्यावाहन स्थापन सन्निधान सन्निरोधन दिग्बन्धन अवगुण्ठन तालत्रय धेनु पञ्चलिङ्ग नमस्कारमुद्राः प्रदर्श्य। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दाय स्वाहा। 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 ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दाय स्वाहा. We now enter into the offering of the Rudra Homa, where we'll offer various oblations to Paramashiva with the chanting of the sacred Rudra. We request all the participants, viewers, and everyone who's with us to be in a meditative space, in a receptive space, and give your intense listening to the sacred mantras that are being chanted now. ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय। ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतो दैषवे नमः। नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः। या दैशिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः। शिवाशरव्या यादपतया नो रुद्रमृळया। या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी। तया नस्तनुभाषन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः। यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे। शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसीः पुरुषं जगदे। शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामति। यथा नः सर्वविज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असते। अद्य वोचतति वक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषके। अहेगश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः। असो यस्ताम्रो अरुणौ तबभ्युः सुमङ्गलः। ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षिश्रुता सहस्रशो वैशाकुम्भेण ईमहे असोव्योपसर्पति नीलग्रीभो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृणयादिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्ज्यां याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वप अपदत्य धनुस्त्वकुं सहस्राक्षते शुधे निशीर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो न सुमना भव विज्यन्धनुकपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या देहेतिर्मीडुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय दृष्टवे भाभ्यामुतते नमो बाहुभ्यां तपदन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्त्व विश्वदः अथो यैषुदिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितग्स्वाहा नमो हिरण्यवाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमस्तस्पिञ्जराय द्विषीपदे पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृतायोषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः स्वाहा नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे सेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्याणां पतये नमो नमस्त्रिकाभिभ्यो जिगागुं तद्यो मुष्टता पतये नमो नमो शिवध्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्य प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमध्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च भो नमो नम आदन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च भो नमो नम आयच्छद्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च भो नमो नमो स्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च भो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यश्च यानेभ्यश्च भो नमो नम स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च भो नमो नम तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च भो नमो नम सभाभ्यस्तभापदिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपदिभ्यश्च भो नमः स्वाहा नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च भो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्त्रकुम्भदेभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपदिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो व्रादेभ्यो व्रातपदिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च भो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यश्चेनानिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च भो नमो नमस्तक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च भो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च भो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च भो नमो नम इषकृद्भ्यो दन्वकृद्भ्यश्च भो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च भो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपदिभ्यश्च भो नमः स्वाहा नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिबिविष्टाय च नमो मेढुष्टमाय च सुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्वने च नमो अक्रियाय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शेभ्याय च नमः ऊर्ध्याय च वस्मन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च स्वाहा नमो ज्येष्ठाय जगनिष्ठाय नमः पूर्वजाय तापरजाय नमो मध्यमाय तापगल्भाय नमो जघन्याय च बुद्धियाय नमः सोऽप्याय च प्रतिसर्याय नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय नमः उर्वर्याय च कल्याय नमः शोक्याय च वसान्याय नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरदाय नमः शूराय चापभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूधिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च स्वाहा नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रभृशाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे च शुधिमते च नमः तीक्ष्णे शवेतायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुदन्वने च नमः स्तृत्याय च पत्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीत्याय च नमः सूत्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्षाय च वर्षाय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च स्वाहा नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः सङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च अनीयते च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च वयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवधराय च नमः कीर्त्याय च कोल्याय च नमः पाट्याय च वाट्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आद्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्ट्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिगत्याय च प्रवाक्याय च स्वाहा नम हिरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किकुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कपर्दिने च बुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च कृत्याय च नमः कल्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो ॐ हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च वर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आक्षिदते च प्रक्षिदते च नमो वक्किरिगेभ्यो देवानाकुमृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणगेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः स्वाहा द्रापे अन्धसस्पदे दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणाम् येषां पशूनां मा भेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनामवद या ते रुद्रशिवा तनुः शिवा विश्वाः भेषति शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषति तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तपसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा नश्यमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननादुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोदनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोच्च मनुरायते पिता तदस्यामतवरुद्रप्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानोपधे पितरं मोदमादरं प्रियामानस्तनुपो रुद्ररीर्षः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो कोशुमानो अश्वेषुरीर्षः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितोपदीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आराते गोग्नप्तपूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुन्दमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यता च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हा आह स्तुहि श्रुतं गत्तसदञ्जुबानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्वमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निपबन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणत्तु परिद्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अपस्थिरा भगवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निताय कृत्यं वसान आचरपिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरितविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुम्भेतयोन्यमस्मन्निभवन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृते स्वाहा सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्राधिभूम्याम् तेषाकुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवाधि नीलग्रीवाशिनिकण्ठाः शर्वादः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशिनिकण्ठादिवकुं रुद्रा उपश्रुताः ये वृक्षेषु सत्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्तपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनाने ये पदाम्बति रक्षय ऐलभृता यव्युतः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्राभितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने पतन्मानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां ये अन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीर्चीर्दशोर्तीर्चीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृणयन्तु तेयं दिष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं भोजम्भे ददामि स्वाहा ॐ अग्नाविष्णो सजोषसे मा वर्धन्तो वाङ्गिरः जिम्नैर्वाजेभिरागतम् वाजश्च मे प्रथमश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसिद्धिश्च मे धीतिश्च मे कृतश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे शुभश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तं च महाधीतं च मे वाक् च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे रक्षश्च मे बलं च महोदश्च मे सहश्च मायुश्च मे धरा च आत्मा च मे तनो च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मेऽङ्गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परोगुंसि च मे शरीराणि च मे स्वाहा जैष्यं च महाधिपत्यं च मे वन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे वश्च मे म्भश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्रागुजा च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशिश्च मे त्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे स्वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुखं च मे सुपदं च मर्द्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे क्लिप्तं च मे क्लिप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे स्वाहा क्षं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे भक्त्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे धीरं च मे लयश्च मरुतं च मे मृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवादुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे न मित्रं च मे भयं च मे सुखं च मे शयनं च मे सूषा च मे सुतिनं च मे स्वाहा ऊर्च मे सुनृता च मे पयश्च मे रथश्च मे कृतं च मे मधु च मे सद्धिश्च मे सपीतश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे चैत्रं च मौद्भिद्यं च मे रयश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभुज मे प्रभुज मे बहुज मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे क्षितिश्च मे पूजवाच्च मे नं च मे क्षुच्च मे बृहजश्च मे जवाश्च मे माजाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे उद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मधुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामागाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे स्वाहा अश्माच मे मृत्तिका च मे गिरयश्च मे पर्वताश्च मे त्रिकदाश्च मे वनस्पतयश्च मे हिरण्यं च मे यश्च मे शीतं च मे त्रपुश्च मे श्यामं च मे लोहं च मे अग्निश्च महावश्च मे वीरुधश्च म औषधयश्च मे कृष्णपत्यं च मे कृष्णपत्यं च मे घ्राम्याश्च मे पशवारण्याश्च यज्ञेन कल्पन्तां वित्तं च मे वित्तिश्च मे भूतं च मे भूतिश्च मे वसु च मे वसतिश्च मे कर्म च मे शक्तिश्च मे अर्थश्च मे एमश्च मे इतिश्च मे कतिश्च मे स्वाहा अग्निश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे सोमश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे सविता च मे इन्द्रश्च मे सरस्वती च मे इन्द्रश्च मे पूषा च मे इन्द्रश्च मे बृहस्पतिश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे मित्रश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे वरुणश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे त्वष्टा च मे इन्द्रश्च मे धाता च मे इन्द्रश्च मे विष्णुश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे श्विनौ च मे इन्द्रश्च मे मरुतश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे विश्वे च मे देवा इन्द्रश्च मे पृथिवी च मे इन्द्रश्च मे अन्तरिक्षं च मे इन्द्रश्च मे द्यौश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे दिशश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे मूर्धा च मे इन्द्रश्च मे प्रजापतिश्च मे इन्द्रश्च मे स्वाहा अगुंसुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मे दाभ्यश्च मे दिपतिश्च म उपागुंसुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म इन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च म आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे वन्ती च म आग्रहिणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मरुतग्रहाश्च मे दिग्राह्याश्च म ऐन्द्राग्निश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वदीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्नीपतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे स्वाहा विद्मश्च मे बर्हिश्च मे वेदिश्च मे धिष्णीयाश्च मे धृतश्च मे तमसाश्च मे ग्रावाणश्च मे स्वरवश्च म उपनवाश्च मे धिषवणे च मे द्रोणकलशश्च मे वायव्यानि च मे भूतभृश्च म आदवनीयश्च म आग्नेन्द्रं च मे हविर्धानं च मे ग्रहाश्च मे सतश्च मे पुरोडाशाश्च मे पचताश्च मे भवृतश्च मे सुगाकारश्च मे स्वाहा अग्निश्च मे घर्मश्च मे अर्कश्च मे सूर्यश्च मे प्राणश्च मे शमेदश्च मे पृथिवी च मे दितिश्च मे दितिश्च मे द्यौश्च मे शक्परीरङ्गुलयोधिषश्च मे यज्ञेन कल्पन्ताम् मृच्च मे साम च मे स्तोमश्च मे यजुश्च मे दीक्षा च मे तपश्च मरुतश्च मे व्रतं च मे होरात्रयोः वृष्ट्या बृहद्रदन्तरे च मे यज्ञेन कल्पेतां स्वाहा गर्भाश्च मे भक्षाश्च मे द्रविश्च मे द्रवी च मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौही च मे पञ्चाभिश्च मे पञ्चाभी च मे त्रिवत्सश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च मे दुर्यवाच्च मे दुर्यौही च मे पष्टवाच्च मे पष्टौही च म उक्षा च मे वशा च म ऋषभश्च मे वेहश्च मे नड्वाञ्च मे धेनुश्च म आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पताम् प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् अपानो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् ज्ञानो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पताम् श्रोत्रम् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् मनो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् वाग् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पताम् यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् स्वाहा एकादश मे त्रिस्रश्च मे पञ्चदश मे सप्त च मे नव च म एकादश च मे त्रयोदश च मे पञ्चदश च मे सप्तदश च मे नवदश च म एकविंशतिश्च मे त्रयोविंशतिश्च मे पञ्चविंशतिश्च मे सप्तविंशतिश्च मे नवविंशतिश्च म एकत्रिंशच्च मे त्रयस्त्रिंशच्च मे चतुस्रश्च मे अष्टौ च मे द्वादश च मे षोडश च मे विंशतिश्च मे चतुर्विंशतिश्च मे अष्टाविंशतिश्च मे द्वात्रिंशच्च मे षट्त्रिंशच्च मे चत्वारिंशच्च मे चतुश्चत्वारिंशच्च मे अष्टाचत्वारिंशच्च मे वाजश्च प्रथमश्च विजश्च कृतश्च सुवश्च मोठा च व्यष्टिश्चान्त्यायनश्चान्तश्च भुवनश्च भुवनश्चाधिपतिश्च स्वाहा ॐ श्लीं पं सुं हुं फट् पाशुपदास्त्राय स्वाहा ॐ श्लीं पं सुं हुं फट् पाशुपदास्त्राय स्वाहा ॐ श्लीं पं सुं हुं फट् पाशुपदास्त्राय स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं स्फुर स्फुर प्रस्फुर प्रस्फुर घोर घोरतनुरूप छट छट प्रछट वम वम कह कह बन्धय बन्धय घातय घातय अघोरास्त्राय हुं फट् स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं स्फुर स्फुर प्रस्फुर घोर 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 घोरतनुरूप छर चर प्रचर वम वम कह कह बन्धय बन्धय घातय घातय अघोरास्त्राय हुं फट् स्वाहा We'll now enter into today's offering of the Purnahuti as a part of the Rudra Homa. Om Purnahutimuttamaञ्जुहोति सर्वं वै पूर्णाहुतिः सर्वमेवाप्नोति अथोऽयं वै पूर्णाहुतिः अस्यामेव प्रतिष्ठति ॐ हां हौं शिवाय वौ षट् ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्दाय वौ षट् ॐ भूः स्वाहा ॐ भुवः स्वाहा ॐ सुवः स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः स्वाहा पूर्वे ॐ हां ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा पश्चिमे ॐ हां विष्णवे स्वाहा दक्षिणे ॐ हां रुद्राय स्वाहा उत्तरे ॐ हां अनन्ताय स्वाहा वैश्वानराय विद्महे लालीलाय धीमहि तन्नो अग्निः प्रचोदयात् ॐ हां शिवाग्ने नमः मङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि ॐ यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनागं महिमानः सजन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः अथ धूपः ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं जगुमनोहरम् आघ्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् धूपम् आघ्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ साध्यं त्रिवर्तिसंयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहं दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा अमृतं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरं आचमनं समर्पयामि साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतागुं सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरचना भवति द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे कौञ्जी भवति ऊर्ध्वै मुञ्जाः ऊर्ध्वमेवावरुन्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं वा एतत् कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि मङ्गलनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि ॐ योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति वेदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगभट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकवत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलं परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम् We request all the participants, viewers and everyone who's with us to offer your namaskaram, your salutations at the divine lotus feet of Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, BHAGAVAN Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva.